My name is Bill Hoops. I've been doing softball in the state of Florida for just about 15 years. My daughter, like many of you, started playing softball when she was 10 years old. Little league coach got sick. I had to step up and help coach. If you know anything about me or as you learn things about me, anything I do, I have a hard time doing it halfway and I jump all in. So little league coaching turned into 15 years of softball coaching, which turned into winning a state championship, winning Colorado 9-0, top 5 in PGF, and helping hundreds of you get to the next level, right? Has anybody ever been in a situation where you're standing there in a 3-2 count, right? That magical 2 outs, down by 2, I hit the walk-off and I came through and I helped my team win the game? If you approach everything that you do like this, when somebody says, hey, let's get better, right? Let's participate, or we go here, it's just a different mindset, right? But how much better would you be internally, externally, on the field, off the field, with the tools outside of just internalizing to be able to process that? Because be clear, a 10-year-old girl is watching you. A 12-year-old girl is watching you, right? You are now where everybody wants to be. Again, the program here and what we're going to be talking about is a lot of being the example, intentional effort, handling failure, because when I hit failure, I got to know that every single day I've been working, and I may not see the 3 for 3, the 3 for 4, batting at 2, but somewhere along that line, it's going to pay results for me, right? So when you don't get what you want, stop complaining. Nobody came here to sit. Nobody came here to hang out. Nobody came here to be in last place. Nobody, in my opinion, I would like to think, came here for anything less than a natty, a ring, and to do that thing. Am I wrong? Because when I show up, I have to be intentional about winning a national championship. Do you realize that is just not something that happens? It's not going to just happen. You're not no one in the country, I don't care how good recruiting is, I don't care how good you are in the game, it does not happen without intentional effort, understanding my role, my responsibility, how I lead, how I produce, and showing up every single day wanting to get better. It starts when you walk in the door here. It starts when you put on your cleats here. Because if you're not doing that, what are you doing? Create a mindset that says, I can, I will, I must. And if you're in my way of any one of those 3 things, holla at your girl, because I ain't got no time for that. You get to wake up tomorrow and decide, what am I doing? Where am I going? Who am I doing it with? What effort am I putting into it? What responsibility am I taking? How am I holding myself accountable? Those who can successfully adjust based off their failure and the experience they gain find success. Those that cannot sit there and wonder, why is this happening to me? Because if you show up every single day and you 100 punch it in the mouth, there's no way that you're not going to get better. If you don't have a book where you write down what's going on in your game, where you're at, what you're doing, what your goals are, where you want to go, do you really have goals or do you have thoughts? A goal that's not written down, a goal that is not clearly defined cannot be tracked. Understand, one day you're going to take your last pitch. You're going to field your last ball. You're going to swing your last swing. You're going to get your last dugout visit. You're going to get your last circle visit. You're going to have your last throwdown. You're going to slide into base for the last time. And the crazy thing is, you're not even going to know that it's the last time. Right? This is preparing you for when you take the last pitch and you have to walk in and you're now one of 25 applying for one accounting position, one nursing position, one mechanic position, one engineering position. And everything that you've done to this point now carries you into that room, because life literally is a 3-2 count. The world is going to take everything from you, give it back to you, and see if you really wanted it, and then it's going to take it again. So being kind to yourself is important. Giving yourself grace is important. Having resilience to be able to push through tough moments are important. Having goals so that I can level up and get to the next step of my process is important. Tracking them to make sure that I know that my progress is happening is important, right? And then finally, holding myself accountable to that process and adjusting my sales and goals along the way. This is a game broken down into 15, 30-second intervals. And if we can focus on that new game every pitch, your whole outlook on how you feel about this game will change. When I'm in the gym, when I'm in practice, when I'm in the lab, when I'm working out, it's about me making my team better. When I'm in the batter's box, it's about me sacrificing everything for my team. Each one of you holds the key to greatness just by becoming a student of the game. When bad things happen to you, it's hard to accept them, right? But if you can take that and go, oh, poor me, why did this happen? How am I ever going to get over this? What am I going to do? Flip that. Good. Good. Now I know what it feels like. Now I know what it looks like. Now I know what it sounds like. Now I know how to get past it. Picture the outcome. If I see it, I can believe it. If I'm intent with it, I work hard with it. We make it harder than it has to be. We want to be so impressive to the world and show them how good we are. We want to be so great for the person next to us. We want somebody, just anybody, just one person to tell me they're proud of me, I was effective and did a good job. Well, I'm here to tell every single one of you, I'm proud of you, you are effective, and you do a good job. Right? If we can talk to a teammate, if you can say, I love you, give yourself grace, I'm here for you, you're going to overcome, it's going to be okay. Whatever you're going through in this moment, I got you. What are our team goals? If they're not clearly established, other than Natty and conference, what are our goals weekly? How do we want to get better today? What are our practice goals? What are our weekly goals? How many balls do we want to hit? How many pitches do we want to throw? I know there's rules on what you can do and what you can't do, right? But what are our goals? Are they clearly defined? Do we have a system in place to achieve them? Is there a process to check that we're actually on track to do them? And then who's holding us accountable for that success and making it to the next level? You guys all get on that pace. There's no way this program can't rise.